My name is Alex Petersen. I work for Medcor. I am the IT Business Intelligence Manager. So I deal with different databases, applications, and other various programs depending on what's needed. Integrify has been a great product. They allow you overall just great efficiency, great detail, as well as a lot of flexibility with what you're able to do in the workflows themselves. There's other workflow products out there. However, I think that Integrify allows you to do a lot of very complex and very detailed work without having a lot of the technical difficulties or the large learning curve that you would get with a lot of other systems. When we first started looking at Integrify, we were basically trying to come up with a way to standardize our documentation and to make things flow better. We were really looking for a way, a technology or a software to assist us in implementing and keeping in better practice with the policies and procedures that we put into place, especially throughout the entire organization, but also with our IT needs, HR, those kind of systems. The implementation for Integrify was very smooth. We didn't run into any issues. We had no existing systems to migrate from, so that made the changeover very easy for us. As far as an ROI, we don't necessarily have any dollar figures as to what it's saved us in terms of money or revenue. However, the time benefits that we've seen as far as documents and just efficiencies have been well worth the implementation. We currently do about 500 or so requests a month, and that compares to beforehand. It's hard to estimate completely, but we are doing quite a few more between the new processes and the new requests, as well as the efficiencies we put into place. The employees that we have here have definitely seen an improvement in their workflow and their requests through using Integrify. There's a couple different benefits. They are able to see a very detailed breakdown of where all the processes go, what's happening with the request, what the status is for that request. They also are able to see history on things when they weren't before. Everything's also very centralized, so it's easy for them to pull up a list of requests that they can make versus having to go to 3 or 4 different sections or systems in order to make those requests. I would say the greatest benefit kind of gets broken down into twofold. The first, from the administrator side or from the people that are doing most of the workflows, it allows a lot of simplicity, but it also allows a lot of trackability and a lot of details for those times when you may have conflicts or you may have questions. You can easily go back and determine what actually happened. From the user side, you get a lot more benefit out of the fact that they have one place to go to for all your requests. Anything you may find important to put in Integrify, it makes it easy for them to go to one place and be able to submit those requests, but also see the history and see the details on where those requests stand. So for instance, again, another benefit we've seen is there were a few different processes, especially with our access to some of our softwares, our medical software we use, as well as a few others, that requests for access, especially since they needed to be approved, were kind of haphazard, and they were just one-offs, or they were done through email, very inefficient. Whereas now we have everything running through one process. You go and you choose which softwares you need access to, and Integrify takes care of the rest. It sends off to who needs to approve it, and everything is done in a smooth manner. We do see some expansion in the future, especially with mobile. With the new platform that's rolled out, it has made it very easy for us to make the user experience more enjoyable and make it more efficient for our managers and salespeople, especially on the road, who don't necessarily have access to a desktop PC at all times. They can do these things on their tablets or their mobile phones. At this point, I don't think I could imagine doing what we do without Integrify. There are so many pieces of our organization that have been integrated with Integrify, from simple requests to things that have been integrated with other systems, as well as having everybody know exactly where they can go and know that they can get the details that they need or that they request for each one of the requests that they put in.